My story is kind of not what you would expect, because I grew up in a pastor's home. My parents were very Christian, as you can imagine a pastor's family would be. So in middle school, I started to struggle with what my city was known for. And it was hard because I had friends who deeply embraced that lifestyle. When I went into high school, then things got more difficult. I never say gave in to what I guess I wanted to do, because I just had this attitude that was like, God, you're putting me through this and it's terrible of you, and but I'm gonna get through this. I'm not gonna be one of those people who's gonna turn away from you. I'm strong enough to last this. And it got to this point where a situation arose where I really had to choose. Am I going to follow God, or am I going to do what I want? When I graduated high school and started my first year of college, I was terrified. I was wondering, God, is it going to be even worse than it was in high school? Things just came to a head one night, and I was just miserable. I was just at my lowest point. And I started to question everything. I started to question God. And I had never gotten to that point before. What really got me was Jesus said, I came so you could have life abundantly, that you could have it to the full. And I wasn't seeing that. Where was that, That night was the lowest point I'd ever been in my life. I didn't see it then, but there was a plan in motion. And just a week before, I'd been on Facebook, and there was an ad on the side of the page that said, struggling with same-sex attraction, email New Every Morning Ministries, we can help. And so I'd seen that, and I'd heard of ministries like that before, but I had never gotten help from them before because I was afraid that somebody would find out. But I thought, here I am in a new town, in a new school. No one I know is here. What do I have to lose, So I shot them an email and set up a time to meet with them. The week after that, I met with the director, and she set me up with a mentor who was awesome. She said what had been on my mind. She said, there is life more abundantly. I know it. I found it. God changed my life, and He can change your life. He can save you from whatever you're in. Nothing is too big for Him. And when I heard that, just the first glimmers of hope just started. And that night, when I went home, I was so happy. I was jumping around, I was hugging people. There was just this big old smile on my face. And then the next meeting, and the next, God started moving radically in my life. He started changing my mindset. He started showing me who He really was. Because I realized before that all of my old struggles, all of my old problems, is from not knowing Him, really. And from not knowing who I was to Him. And just, when He began to show me that, it made all the difference. It changed my whole life. And I just want you to know that God loves you. That He doesn't see you as dirty or sinful or just evil and depraved or whatever you struggle with when you're lying in bed at night. He loves you so much. I know He changed my life. And there's so much joy at the end of that tunnel. There's so much of life that you can live. That's my story.